is called burlap, but in Africa, it would be a straw mat that would be placed on the table. The straw mat represents the foundation, and the foundation would be the family. So the foundation is placed on the table, and it's called mikika. Can you say that?
Mikika.
Mikika. That is the foundation, or the straw mat. Then the next thing we have the Canara, or the candle holder. It holds 7 candles. All right, we call this the Canara. Can you say that?
Canara.
Canara. Now, the candles that are placed in the Canara, there's a black candle in the middle, and there are 3 green candles and 3 red candles. And I'll explain what they mean. The 7 candles are called Mishuma Saba. Can you say that?
Mishuma Saba.
Mishuma Saba. Those represent the 7 candles and the 7 principles of Kwanzaa. Now, the first night of Kwanzaa is called Umoja. Umoja is unity. It stands for unity in the family, in the community, and in the nation. All right? And the black candle is lit on the first night of Kwanzaa. That's Umoja. Then alternating nights, the second night, red candle, red, green, until we come to the last day. The second day of Kwanzaa is what? Kuji Chagalia. I look at Jakai because he had this before. Kuji Chagalia means self-determination. We determine for ourselves. We name ourselves. We speak for ourselves. We don't let others speak for us and tell us who we can be and who we can't be. Self-determination is Kuji Chagalia. The third night is Ujima. Can you say that?
Ujima.
Ujima means collective work and responsibility. Collective work and responsibility. We work together for the betterment of our family, of our community, of our country. All right? Ujima. The fourth night is called Ujima. Can you say that?
Ujima.
Ujima means cooperative economics. We buy from each other, we sell to each other. That way we make our families, our communities stronger by buying and selling from one another. If you have a store or anything that you sell, you're supposed to continue to keep that in the community, just as other nationalities, other ethnic groups keep their money in their own community. I don't know if any of you have heard of it. You've heard of a place called Chinatown, or you might have heard it on TV. Well, most of the Asian people, they work together and they keep their money in their own communities. That's how their communities prosper and grow, because the money and the finances and the resources circulate within that community. So everybody, it would just be like Nigel selling to Peyton, then Peyton selling to Jaden, then Jaden selling to Grace, and so on and so forth, so that the money stays within your community. All right? That is called Ujima. All right? Then we come to tonight, the 5th night of Kwanzaa. It's called Nia. Nia, which means our purpose. Our purpose here on earth. And everybody would say, well, my purpose is this or that. But your purpose really is about helping you grow to be the best that you can be. But at the same time, it is giving of yourself, connecting with your family, with your community, and with your country, so that you grow to be the best that you can be. Your purpose in this world, all right? And we're going to talk about that a little bit later. The 6th night is called Kumba, and all of us have that. Kumba means creativity, our creativity. When we can take small things or an idea and bring that to fruition and make that happen, that is using your Kumba, all right? Your creativity. The last night of Kwanzaa is called Imani. Imani means faith. Your faith not only in yourself, in your family, in your community, but faith in God, our Creator. All right? So now you have the 7 principles. All right? We have another thing on the table that we want to talk about. It's called the Unity Cup. It's called Kikombe Cha Umoja. Kikombe Cha Umoja, or the Unity Cup. And with the Unity Cup, we pour libation, and we remember our elders and our ancestors who have passed on before us, whose spirit still remains, all right, in memory, all right? So we pour libation to honor them. Then we have the Bandera, the red, black, and green flag. This stands for our nationalist flag. The red signifies the blood. The blood was shed for our independence, for our liberty. All right? The black represents the race of our people. And the green represents the fertile vegetation of our land. All right? The red, the black, and the green. All right? Now, these other things on the table, there are some books, there are some instruments, there are some figures, and we'll talk about them as well. When we place on this table these things, the Mikika, the Canara, the Mishuma Saba, and those things, when we come to Kumba, the 6th night, which would be tomorrow, we would give our children Zawadi. Zawadi means gifts. Just like you get gifts sometimes at Christmas time or your birthday or something, we would give our children Zawadi. We would give them gifts that they could use, something that would help them grow, all right, something that they can learn from and be resourceful. And a lot of the times it is a homemade gift, all right? These are things that we make ourselves to give to our children so that they can grow and be a better person, all right? Because they call this Zawadi. The next thing is, let's see if I have it here. The Zawadi. Mr. Rowland, do you have one?
The Zawadi? Yeah.
I believe Mr. Rowland has one. And we have, yes, he has a Zawadi. And I think Mr. Rowland can tell you what that is. Mancala. We started out playing this.
And this is an ancient game, and they played it, a lot of people don't know, there were great civilizations, Mali and Ghana, and in Egypt. And it's a mathematical game. Because you see those pyramids in Egypt? That's how they figured it out. If someone didn't understand math and calculus, they would not have been able to build it. And I got this in Ghana. And it has, yes, West Africa. And they'll have images on it. And when you go to the villages there, they have villages, and it's just carvers, or like how we would go to the furniture store. You would go, and there would be all this beautiful furniture there. And they sell these. And another important part of this and the purpose is that the child, they wait to give them a name, and the name is to relate to the purpose that God has given them.
Mancala. All right. Now, we are going to all of this fruit and vegetables and stuff they call meiso. Okay? And that is to be shared among the people of your village or your family when you have a celebration or a private celebration at your home or something like that. that is to be shared by each other. That's why you have those little bags sitting next to you. That is part of the meizo, all right, that we're going to share with you, all right? Now, what we're going to do is we're going to pay homage to our elders and our ancestors who have gone on before us by pouring a little libation. We're going to pour it into that plant down there, a little bit at a time. And how we do it is we pour a little bit and say the name of someone who has passed on, whose spirit still remains with us in memory, and we say their name and we say Ashe. Ashe means I thank you, all right? So I'm pouring the first libation.